Kim Kardashian, the queen of reality television, is getting a reality check after cameras caught her slacking when she thought no one was watching. Kim Kardashian was caught saying a derogatory word about a specific group of people during a promotional clip being filmed for her Skims shapewear line, and she thought no one was filming. A clip got leaked of behind-the-scenes footage from the promotional video shoot. Kim assumed the cameras were all shut off by now, and so she let her guard down, using a very unflattering term to describe a particular demographic. After facing backlash, she apologized for it and said it was meant to only be heard by her friends who were unable to identify her Halloween costume. The Keeping Up with the Kardashians star posted a series of videos on her Instagram story from sister Kendall Jenner's Halloween bash, where she quizzed fellow partygoers on who she was dressed up as, donning a furry hat, tight white corset, and bombshell blonde hair Kardashian West and BFF Jonathan Cheban, also known as Food God, channeled Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee from the 1999 VMAs. However, hardly anyone at the party could actually tell that's who they were. Nobody knows who we are here. That's what she kept saying during one of the videos. Now, she said, "You guys are all too young. This is so sad." And in another video that has now since, of course, been deleted, the mother of four told former assistant Stephanie Shepard, who did recognize her look, she said, "Nobody knows who I am." Yeah. Then she said the R word that I will not say, but you can guess what it is that I'm referring to. The derogatory word was instantly met with backlash. One Twitter user challenged Kardashian to do better. This user wrote on Twitter, she said, "R word is not a synonym for stupid. It's actually an offensive term to a vulnerable population of people with intellectual disabilities and to those who love them." Another person also slammed the makeup mogul's word choice and said, "That was a really unnecessary use of the word. I think we should all know and do better by now. It breaks my heart and angers my soul when I hear that word thrown around, knowing the pain that it carries." Another person shared a similar opinion and tweeted, "So people that don't know who you are for Halloween are blank? Really? Shake my head. Maybe you should spend time with people with disabilities. That way you can show more empathy towards those that are special needs." Kardashian, of course, deleted the video from her Instagram account and apologized for using the word, she said in a statement to USA Today. She said, "I want to apologize for what I said in a recent video post that is inappropriate and insensitive to the special needs community. I try to learn from my mistakes, and this is one of those times." She continued to say, "Please know that my intention is always pure, and in this case, it was a mistake. I'm sorry." Kim Kardashian decided to turn an ice bath into a bizarre shower scene of sorts during last week's episode of The Kardashians. Kim, her sister Khloe, and momager Kris Jenner decided to take a luxurious RV out to Joshua Tree for a one-night camping excursion. The campsite wasn't quite what they expected though, with very few amenities, which apparently didn't include any kind of working shower. After a date out in the dusty campsite, Kim, who recently revealed her connection to Bill Gates' daughter, declared she had never felt dirtier, adding that she needs to shower. Since the RV apparently didn't have a shower either, Kim decided to take matters into her own hands with a bikini-clad ice bath that Khloe felt was inappropriate. She even compared it to a scene in an R-rated movie as cameras caught Kim lathering herself up. Khloe and Kris watched as Kim tried to walk up the wooden steps into the ice bath, but started freaking out and running away as Kim ultimately realized the small light stuck into the ground touched her leg. Khloe and Kris sat down and watched as Kim took off her white robe, revealing a beige bikini top and matching Skims shapewear. She got into the ice bath with a loofah and soap, and as Kim lathered herself up and proclaimed, "Oh, I feel so much better already," Khloe added in confession, "Kim taking her bath with her loofah, like you just brought a loofah with you camping? Where did this come from? It feels very inappropriate." Khloe even mocked her sister lathering herself up while adding, "Me watching her do this feels very inappropriate." Many people took to social media to react to this episode, saying it was inappropriate and it shouldn't have been filmed or aired. Some people thought it was in good fun and didn't bother to care too much. Either way, the damage is done. When KKW Beauty launched in 2017, Kim Kardashian was accused of darkening her skin tone in a promotional image. When the star shared the promotional images for her beauty brand's contour kits in June of 2017, she faced swift backlash, with some social media users accusing her of darkening her skin tone tone. Some even accused Kardashian of wearing blackface. She told the New York Times later that month, "I would obviously never want to offend anyone. I used an amazing photographer and a team of people. I was really tan when we shot the images, and it might be that the contrast was off. Of course, I have the utmost respect for why people might feel the way they did, but we made the necessary changes to that photo and the rest of the photos. We saw the problem and we adapted and changed right away. Definitely I've learned from it." Now, she later spoke about the photos on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She said in the episode, "Oh my gosh, I'm seeing these photos from the campaign, the ones that we took, and people online are saying that I'm doing blackface, but I would never in a million years be disrespectful and do that." People didn't buy her apology, of course, and fans have been accusing her of intentionally doing this ever since. In June 2019, Kardashian was accused of cultural appropriation when she initially named her shapewear line Kimono. As Kardashian was prepping to launch her new shapewear line in 2019, she announced the name of the new brand, which of course again was Kimono, which was just a play on the star's name. Yet Kimono and Kardashian, were accused of cultural appropriation and insensitivity towards the significance of kimonos in Japanese culture. The mayor of Kyoto even penned an open letter to Kardashian asking her not to use the name. Kardashian later addressed the controversy in an interview with WSJ magazine. She said in July of 2019, "You would think we would have obviously thought it through a little bit deeper. I'm the first person to say, okay, of course, I can't believe we didn't think of this. I obviously had really innocent intentions, but let's listen." And I want to really listen and I want to really take it all in. I do love Japan. My husband was in Japan when all of this was happening. It's a place that we love and go to. I have such respect. In August of 2019, Kardashian then launched her shapewear line under the new name, as we know now, Skims. Kim Kardashian was accused of not knowing her own privilege when she told Variety that it seems like nobody wants to work these days. Who can forget this one, right? We all know she wishes this video footage would just disappear. In an interview with Variety published in March 2022, Kim, Khloe, Kourtney, and Kris spoke about their respective businesses and shared advice for other women in business. She said, "It seems like nobody wants to work these days. You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. No toxic work environments, and show up and do the work." Her comments drew backlash from people who cited her privileged upbringing and celebrity status, which has helped in catapulting her businesses to new heights. Kardashian later apologized for the comments, which she said were just taken out of context. Kardashian told ABC News that statement, she said, without questions and conversation around it, saying that the previous question had been about her being famous for being famous. It became a soundbite really with no context. Kim was accused of rocking a racist hairstyle. Kim has been accused of cultural appropriation at least 3 times in recent years after rebranding, historic hairstyles, and so on and so forth. Now, this first came in 2016 when she became obsessed with the look the family renamed boxer braids. But the hairstyle, which Kim was accused of taking the credit for, was actually just cornrows. In 2018, she courted controversy again after renaming another hairstyle the Bo Derek. Culture experts told Allure that they were actually Fulani braids and had been worn by Black women for years, decades, centuries, even millennials. Now, 6 months later after that, Kim sparked outrage again when she donned braids for the MTV Movie and TV Awards. Twitter users fumed over the style being considered cool on Kim, but unkept or unprofessional on Black women. During an interview with Bustle, Kim defended herself and claimed she didn't see the backlash over her donning braids in the past. She said, "I did that look. North said she wanted braids and asked if I would do them, and that's what she did." Which controversy shocked you the most? Let me know. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Ashley. It's been great catching up.